Well, the snow has moved out of Hot Springs, and it is a gorgeous day in the Spa City as it's time for championship basketball. The 3A Boys Championship game today between Osceola and Dumas. Hell of a one. Welcome to Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs, Arkansas. I'm RJ Hawk along with Bobby Swafford. And Bobby, we have a dandy on hand today because you've got a Dumas team who's 28-3 on the year, an Osceola team who's 28-4. Both these teams like to run. They like to just get up and down the floor. This ought to be a fun basketball game.
And if you like the color purple, today's your day as well. I mean, most of these teams can get up and down. One thing to pay attention to for Osceola, they may go 10 deep.
Yeah.
Talk about bringing their players in new line shifts. So it's going to be really interesting how Vernon Wilson, the head coach for the Seminoles, handles that rotation. How does Dumas handle the depth, handle the pressure? Because they want to grind it out. Osceola thinks they can keep them to under 40 points.
Yeah.
Be able to see if they can keep that under control, but I think this is going to be a dandy of a basketball game today.
Well, I know traditionally if you think about basketball in Arkansas, especially at the Class 3 level, you think of Osceola. Osceola's always had really good basketball teams, but Dumas has always been right in the mix as well. And to be able to see this come at the state level, at the finals level, there's going to be a large crowd on hand for today's basketball game.
There's no question about it. When these two teams hit the floor about 15 minutes ago, it got pretty loud in here. Maybe one of the loudest moments it's been all weekend long. But you look at this Osceola program, not just the basketball program, but their athletic program over the last 5 years. They've made numerous trips to the state finals in football. Now here they are. They've been a consistent power on the basketball floor over the couple of years. They've got a special program brewing for the Seminoles. Now they're trying to cap it off at least this basketball season with a 3A state championship.
Well, there's a look across the floor. Great shot by our camera crew from Arkansas PBS, capturing every sight and sound throughout this championship. And like I said, we're going to have a good one on hand today. Let's go ahead and get you today's starting lineups. First, for the Osceola Seminoles, who come in 28-4 on the year out of Conference 3A. Head coach is Vernon Wilson, and they are going to go with a 3 senior lineup with 2 juniors. They'll first start with 6'7" forward Dalen Love. He is their do-it-all player for this Osceola team. A.J. Harris is a 6'4" forward. He's also a senior. The 2 juniors, you've got Jerry Long and Terrence Nimmers, and then the other senior is Zarin Spears, the 6-foot guard. But Bobby, on this Osceola team, Dalen Love is their do-it-all player.
Yeah, and he's going to be the player to watch. Where's number 10? Because why is he a player to watch? 1, he's good. But 2, he's going to have a 5-inch advantage on anybody Dumas puts on him. The largest player on the Bobcats roster listed at 6'2". You mentioned Dalen Love, 6'7". Can they control him? Can they keep him off the glass? More importantly, if they can't, Osceola and Dalen Love could have a big day.
And I just got a note passed to me that they have made a change to the starting lineups that were given to us. Actually, Tony McNeil is actually going to be one of the starters today. So you're going to go Dalen Love, Tony McNeil, A.J. Harris, Jerry Long, and Zarin Spears are your starters for Osceola. That change was just made as they were making it into the book. So those will be your starters for Osceola. Now, on the other side for Dumas, you've got Michael Reddick, who is anybody from Osceola, they know, they say, look, know the name Michael Reddick. Then Braylon Haynes, Tommy Reddick, Joseph Jones, and Kavion Beavers is going to be your starting 5. But Michael Reddick, the 6'1" guard, he's only a junior. This is a little bit younger of a starting lineup than what we saw on the Osceola side.
Yeah, you look at the Dumas squad, they haven't backed down. They had to play McGee 5 times this year, beat them 4 times. But get this, they lost in the district tournament opener. A lot of times if you lose early in the postseason, not a good recipe, but they've reeled off 6 consecutive victories to get to this point, including beating McGee a couple more times. Oh, by the way, it was in the other semifinal. So they've been battle-tested as this Dumas squad. But we know crazy things happen in March, RJ, and crazy things happen here in Bank OZK Arena.
Yeah, no, it ought to be a lot of fun. We had some great matchups over the course of the last couple days, Bobby, where there's been, I would say, a lot of blowouts, but at the same time, some very competitive games throughout the first half of some of these ball games. And it's been a great 2 days of basketball here at Bank OZK.
Yeah, you look at it, everything that's happened up to this point, 9 championship games. have already been played. We got 3 more. And I think these final 3 we have, the 3A game of the boys contest we got, and the 2 4A games we've got coming up later tonight, I think those got the chance to be maybe even the best ones. The 1A boys game right now is the pinnacle of what you've got to meet. A 3-pointer with 5 seconds left that Bradley hit to win their championship. Can these next 3 games top that?
Now, you're exactly right. As the starters are making their way onto the floor here at Bank OZK Arena. Got a good crowd on hand. You know, I would say probably that Bradley game had one of the best crowds that we've seen so far in the last 2 days. As the crowds have slowly been coming in, but got word from the AAA today that the Magnolia game is sold out. The 4A boys game, which is the nightcap game for 7:45, is completely sold out. So if you were planning on making your way to Hot Springs for that game, you might as well just watch it right here on Arkansas PBS.
And that entire night session tonight, Nashville, Farmington girls, both of those communities are going to travel. You mentioned Magnolia. They tried to buy everybody's tickets. Probably they're successful buying a lot of tickets. But you know Blytheville's going to have a crew here as well. Tonight's going to be fun, but this game right here is going to be just as entertaining. Hard to tell who's rooting for who. Everybody's decked out in purple and gold.
Yeah, there's a lot of purple in the building. Dumas is going to come out with their all-black uniforms with gold trim and purple numerals. And Osceola, their all-white uniforms with purple trim, purple numerals, trimmed in gold. Jumping center for Osceola is going to be, I believe that will be Camarion Brooks, and they will control as they were jumping center against Petty for Dumas. So here is a quick steal to start the ball game, and the ball was deflected out of bounds. Great job that time for Osceola as Jerry Long was able to strip that ball away and not even cause a foul.
Yeah, quick hands there defensively for Long, but nice job by Dumas to get back, prevent the easy layup. This is going to be a high-intensity game, especially on the defensive end. You're going to have to grind out possessions.
Osceola with the basketball. They swing it to the right wing. Nice spin move in the lane. Shot doesn't go. And coming down with it was Reddick for Dumas.
That's what Dumas is going to have to be able to do. That was Dalen Love who took the jumper. Keep him out of the lane, force him into mid-range jumpers.
Michael Reddick with the basketball. Goes down low, offensive foul. They're going to call it against Michael Reddick.
Love was just camped out in the lane, had his position established, took the hit, forces another turnover. Dumas got to settle in, already 2 turnovers in the opening minute.
You know, oftentimes, Bobby, you worry that some of these games, the nerves get you going too early, and you see a lot of sloppy basketball in these early goings.
Yeah, if you try to get going too fast, do things that you're not used to doing, not in your comfort zone, trying to make a play early, and then force the turnovers.
Nice pass down low, and there's a foul. And so headed to the free throw line for Osceola is going to be Dalen Love. They went with a nice backdoor cut to get him the ball, and as he went up, he got fouled, so he'll head to the free throw line. And looks like Love had, I guess he had something in his mouth after he got hit when he went up, and now headed to the free throw line to shoot 2.
That was good ball movement inside by the Seminoles to work it around as Love misses the first free throw, but they're going to try to get him the basketball in the paint and give him as many opportunities as he can, try to take advantage of that size, and that's not something you want to see there. That was gross.
Love's second shot is no good. Oh, we're underway here in the first quarter, scoreless ball game between Dumas and Osceola. Dumas with the basketball. Working it right side to Tommy Reddick. Now at the free throw line, it's Joseph Jones. Jones on the wing. Now at the free throw line, Jones goes up with the right hand. That's the first bucket of the ball game. And it goes by way of Dumas.
Nice strong take there by Jones, right at the 6'7" Love, able to finish at the rim.
Nice job by Love. No look pass. Left side is blocked. Got his own rebound, and the putback can't go. Working fast. Jones, right side, goes up. It's blocked out of bounds. blocked out of bounds by Osceola. That time it was A.J. Harris.
Nothing's going to come easy today, RJ. Both of these defenses are going to make you earn everything you get. And this wasn't blocked by the first player. It's going to be swatted by the second one and cleaned up by A.J. Harris, the 6'4 senior.
Checking the ball game for Osceola is going to be Cassidy Bullard. Now here's a floater in the lane. Doesn't go that time for Michael Reddick. And the rebound comes to Osceola with 5:44 to play here in the first quarter. Deep three-point shot that time. And they're making it rain here as Jerry Long knocks it down.
Yeah, that was almost to the Centennial Bank logo.
Dumas with the basketball. Jones, cutter in the lane, has it blocked away. Osceola comes and they're off to the races. In the lane goes Osceola, up and under, it's blocked away. That time for Osceola, it was Tony McNeil.
There's nothing coming easy in the paint. 4 blocks already combined in the first 3 minutes of this contest. You make a shot in the lane today, you've earned it.
Very Long going to pull up for 3 again from deep. It can't go. And Joseph Jones comes down with it. Michael Reddick will work it into the front court. Reddick works around a screen. Now here comes the double team. Gets it over to Jones.
This defensive pressure for Osceola causing Dumas some issues to start.
Here's Reddick with a floater, and he gets the soft roll, and it goes.
They avoid the double team out near the half-court line, able to create some numbers. Get a shot in the lane to go.
4:20 and counting. It's 4-3. Here's a shot in the lane. Doesn't go that time for A.J. Harris.
Shooting percentage not very good right now. 25% down to 20% for Osceola.
Shot in the lane that time by Tommy Reddick. Can't go on the runs. Osceola, and it does go. That's Tommy McNeil.
McNeil got 2 rebounds already, able to use his body there to shield the defender. Finishes at the 10.
3:45 and counting here in the first quarter. Osceola on top 5-4. Jones, top of the key, out to Haynes. Now a three-pointer by Reddick. No good. Rebounds pulled in that time by A.J. Harris. Working quickly goes Jerry Long in the lane, fouled hard. And he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2, and that'll take us to a media timeout. 3:22 after the foul. They are going to call that foul. And there's the buzzer. 3:22 to play in the first quarter. Osceola 5, Dumas 4. And you're watching the Centennial Bank Basketball State Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first. By empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charity, education, and exceptional service, because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind, Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
This month in Passport on the PBS video app.
One of the largest eruptions in the last 10,000 years.
No one knew the source.
Where was the culprit?
It unites a great continent, attracts an incredible diversity of wildlife.
I don't know why I smelled it.
Wow. It's astounding that this has survived at all.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS video app.
Don't forget you can join the conversation on social media. Just use the hashtag ARPBSSports.
I was actually just tweeting about the broadcast crew. Myself, you, and Wes Moore, Michael Westbrook. here all weekend covering basketball and have enjoyed every minute of the action.
It's always one of the best weekends of the year.
Yeah.
12 games, 3 days. 24 of the best teams across the state.
So at the free throw line for Osceola is going to be Jerry Long. As his free throws in and out no good. Long today has a long three-point shot for Osceola. That one's good. And we've got a 6-4 lead for the Seminoles.
Let's see if Dumas tries to pick up the pace a little offensively. Try to beat Osceola down the floor so they can avoid them setting up their defense.
Working to the three-point line as the shot went halfway down, came back out. Dumas retains possession. They work it to Jones on the right side. Now here's a three-pointer on the left side. Love pulls it down. And the Seminoles for Osceola have 2:45 left here in the first quarter. Here's a three-pointer. Left side, it's an air ball. That time by Tony McNeil. Working quickly, they go into the lane. Shot gets put up that time by Cassidy Bullard. Love's got it. He'll drive in. He's fouled. He'll head to the free throw line to shoot two.
Yeah, pace starting to pick up. They're recognizing that nothing's coming easy on the offensive end. Try to get something going in the transition game.
So Dalen Love, his free throw's up and good. 7-4 is our score. Second free throw is good as well. 4-point game as the full court press is on by the Seminoles. Dumas works the ball into the front court.
Just picking up that pressure essentially as soon as they cross the half-court line. Not allowing Dumas into their set. Being physical coming off screens.
As the ball was deflected down low, Dumas retained possession. Nice cutter in the lane by Jones. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Dumas with 1:50 left here in the first quarter. Checking in the ball game for Dumas is going to be Billy Reddick. There's 3 Reddick guys on this team. You got Billy, Tommy, and Michael. Now in the lane this time. Tommy Reddick doesn't go. Working quickly is Nimmers. In the lane, Euro step, floater, can't go. Osceola comes up with it, ball's loose, still going. Dumas comes down with it.
Nothing in the paint going down. Both of these teams really struggling. Dumas 18%, Osceola 22% from the field. Some of that may be nerves, RJ, trying to settle in this raucous crowd.
Michael Reddick going to go to the lane, put up a nice shot off the glass. A little bit of English to it.
Tough shot. Those are the ones that hadn't been going just yet. We'll see if that jump starts the Bobcats offense.
Love's going to slow things down. Boy, he's got some colorful shoes. Got a little yellow, pink, green. Those are his Easter shoes.
Not the only one out there with the color on the shoes.
Look inside, give it to him.
They work it back left side. There's a 3 by Nimmers, and no good. Bounce pass after the rebound. He goes to put up the shot again, not even close. And coming down with the rebound, that time for Dumas was Billy Reddick. And the ball's going to go out of bounds, and the Seminoles will get the basketball back.
Trying to push the tempo there. Their coach was telling them to pick up the pace. Vernon Wilson was, and that pass went right to the officials' midsection.
Down to 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Osceola on top 8-6. They're going to hold for one shot. to 6 seconds. Down to 4. In the lane with the right hand, no good. Get the follow and the putback. I think that's how they drew it up, don't you, Bobby?
Exactly. Might as well get the assist, the rebound, and the buckets. Jerry Long caps the corner with a putback.
Osceola leads it 10-6 after 1 quarter. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Broadcast of this championship game is made possible by
the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville share the mission of Arkansas PBS to enrich and empower all Arkansans. Community, dignity, respect. That's what Me Banking is all about. More at mebanking.com.
Court is now in session.
A special thank you goes out to Catering Temptations of Hot Springs, providing food for our crew. Give them a call, 501-547-7094.
They have provided some great food throughout this tournament for us, and thank them enough. Osceola 10-6 over Dumas right now as we start the second quarter of play, as Love's going to pull a jumper in the lane and airballed, and it'll go with Dumas. 7:49 to play here in the second.
I think Love's used to getting the basketball and being able to do what he wants to it. Dumas doing a nice job being physical, keeping him away from the block, even though he's got a good 5 inches on any Bobcat player.
So Dumas is Cassidy Bullard. Gets it back out top the key to Reddick. Bullard on the wing, guarded heavily. Time had Jerry Long in his face. In the lane, it was Reddick. Thought he may have gotten away with a travel right there, but working quickly is Osceola, and we've got a whistle and a foul.
I think he might have got away with the travel there, but that might have been caused by the bump. This foul's going to be called on the floor, so no shots coming.
Well, maybe one step.
Trying to overextend themselves. Both these sides are.
Love on the wing, got the double team and tried to go with a fastball on the cutting man. I couldn't quite see. I believe, Bobby, that was Zarian Spears who was trying to cut in, and Love just threw a fastball at him.
Yeah, just trying to do too much. Got to settle down. The turnovers haven't been a huge factor, but preventing your offense from getting in the rhythm.
Into the right corner. Here's a three-point attempt. It's in, and it rattled back out. How many times have we seen that in this game, Bobby, where it goes halfway down?
This is how it's going. They're going to call that great defense, but sometimes the iron's unkind.
Nimmers goes left side to Long. He'll pull up for three, and it hits off the front of the iron. No good. Rebounds pulled in by by Beavers for Dumas. Now working quickly, shot it. It was blocked at the backboard, and they're going to call a foul.
Now Love pinned it on the backboard, but they're going to say that contact was made as he was on the way down. That foul's going to be charged on Love.
I don't know about that.
There's a good look at the replay. A clean block up top, but they're saying contact was made on the way down.
Reddick is up to hit the free throw. It's no good. Second one's in the air and good. .620 and counting. As there's a foul. That time, Osceola's A.J. Harris was trying to cut in the lane, and Michael Reddick gave him a shoulder.
got to the basketball at the same time. And the fouls are certainly leaning one way right now. 6 on Dumas, just 1 on the Seminoles.
Joseph Jones checks in.
The next one, RJ. Osceola is going to be at the line in the bonus.
Love's got it on the wing. In the lane, pulls up from 14. No good. Rebounds pulled in that time by Billy Reddick. And here comes Dumas with 6:06 to play here in the first half. Looking around the man, now to the left corner for 3. It splashes home. That time it was Cassidy Bullard.
The big shots, that maybe that'll get these teams going. The lid's finally off the basket. One of these teams knocks down a perimeter shot.
5:42 and counting. 10-10's our score between Osceola and Dumas. Cross-court pass deflected in the hands of Love. He just throws up a shot. No good. We've got an over-the-back foul, and that time they're going to call the foul on A.J. Harris.
Yeah, Love thought he got bumped on the way up. No call, and then now the call goes the other way. And this Dumas crowd is certainly getting into it.
Bringing the ball up this time is going to be Tommy Reddick for Dumas. We've got a whistle and a blocking foul.
He's being too aggressive up top. Zarian Spears.
.5:18 to play here in the second quarter. As the inbound pass comes over to Billy Reddick. Reddick has a cutter inside. That's Bullard. He'll kick it back out over to Beavers. Beavers puts up the shot. It's no good. And the rebound's taken in by Osceola. Working quickly in the front court. Driving the lane. Up with the left hand. No good. Love has it go off of him. And then it went off of Dumas. That's what the officials are going to say, and so it'll be Osceola basketball.
The Dumas crowd thought that went off the outreach hand of Love, but they're not the ones with the whistle. It goes the other way.
At the free throw line, it's shot short that time by A.J. Harris, and now Dumas is going to work quick. Back left side they go. That's over into Jones's hands. Now back to the left corner, over to Bullard. 4:36 and counting as Beavers has it on the right wing. Now back top of the key over to Reddick. Reddick's going to free throw line. Kick it to the left corner to Bullard for 3. No good. Rebounds pulled in that time by A.J. Harris.
Both these teams doing a nice job on the glass. And they got a blocking call, and that's going to send the Seminoles to the foul line.
So Love will head to the free throw line. And really that's just a size advantage, Bobby. I mean, he's coming in and you got a bigger guy that you try to defend, and he just used his size against him. It almost kind of looked like a flop, actually.
Yeah, he was trying to draw the charge there and didn't get his feet set, didn't get all the way into position. Now Love going to go to the foul line where he's 2 of 2.
That's good. Points so far for Love. 4:20 left here in the second quarter. Everyone's good as well. 12-10, Osceola leads Dumas.
Love's got all 4 of his points from the stripe.
Cassidy Bullard with the basketball for Dumas. Dumas is trying to slow it down just a touch.
Dumas averages about 58 points a contest, so they're used to playing a quicker pace. But you're exactly right. They're trying to limit the possessions for Osceola.
Here's a 3-point attempt that time by Reddick. No good. Offensive rebounds pulled in by Bullard. Bullard's going to drive the lane up with the left hand. He's fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line. But before he goes to the free throw line, we owe you a media timeout. 3:35 to play here in the first half. Osceola 12, Dumas 10, and you're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
There's well over 2,000 Arkansas rice farms. 96% of them are family owned and operated.
It's all about building community.
The results we've been seeing have been very promising.
I grew up watching the farm, knowing every detail about it.
If you take care of the soil will take care of you.
It helps us to give back to the land and make sure that it's going to be there for future generations.
Every community has a story to tell, and if somebody will tell it, it'll be interesting.
Thanks, George. Appreciate it. At Big Red Stores, we're always proud to sponsor, support, and partner up with many events and activities throughout the community. Among them, high school championships throughout the state of Arkansas. At Big Red Stores, our team members are always ready to assist you to make your visit with us a pleasant one. And at Big Red Stores, we recognize that none of our support or ability to serve the community is possible without you. That's why at Big Red Stores, you're always the MVP of the Big Red team. Big Red Stores, now more convenient than ever.
We on that next level. We on that next level.
Coming up on the halftime report, meet our resident puppets, Blueberry. See how they help fight summer learning loss and test your word skills with a catchy tune. All coming up on the Arkansas PBS halftime show, sponsored by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
So while you were away, because they messed up the media timeout, there was some shots that were made, and so now getting the basketball will be the Seminoles underneath their own bucket. With 3:35 to play here in the first half, Osceola leads 12-11. Here's the basketball over the top of the key. For three that time by Nimmers, and ball still loose on the floor. They're going to say it's going to stay with Osceola.
Yeah, the Seminoles just can't seem to throw it in the ocean right now. The three-pointer doesn't go. The offensive putback wouldn't go. They're 3 of 21 from the field right now.
Down pass comes over to Spears. And they'll back things out as just checking the ball game for Osceola was Ontavian Littleton. And Littleton goes up, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. And it'll go with Dumas.
Yeah, when it's not going your way, it doesn't go your way, RJ. And Love missed another point-blank shot in the paint there. Just cannot seem to find any kind of rhythm offensively. Shooting well below 20%.
Now here's Dumas. As the defensive pressure by Osceola has been really strong so far as they work it back and forth across the court. Now here's a three-point attempt off the right side, that time out by Jones, and here comes the Seminoles into the lane as we got a whistle. We got two whistles. They're going to talk about it, and they're going to say it was a blocking charge or a blocking foul. So that'll put it at the free throw line for Osceola, Terrence Nimmers.
Joseph Jones trying to draw the charge there. Didn't get the benefit of the call, but Osceola shooting struggles continue.
Checking in the ball game is Jerry Long.
Only the numbers start to figure themselves out. It's not working for either one of these teams.
And that free throw is good.
Combined 7 of 41 so far.
And you got Osceola who's shooting 14%, Dumas shooting 20%. And we got a whistle and a foul. A lot of fouls in this one. So far 14 fouls between the two teams. Now we've got a whistle and a timeout charge to Osceola. Or to Dumas, excuse me. So, Bobby, with you got a ton of fouls right now. You got low shooting percentages. You would think that let's on both sides slow this thing down and set up your offense, but that's really not how either one of these teams play.
No, I think what you have to do is you have to do the exact opposite. You got to try to get an easy bucket. The half-court defense for both Osceola and Dumas have been off the charts in this first half. And sure, we can sit there and nitpick and say the terrible shooting, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the defensive side They're making their opponent grind it out, try to push the tempo, get a turnover, get a long rebound, try to get out in transition, because points in the paint, they're coming at a premium. The transition points, they're not really advantageous to either side to this point either. Neither team with a fast break bucket yet.
So with the basketball is Reddick. Reddick going to work left side into the hands of Tommy Reddick. He'll put up the shot. Missed the rebound, and now we've got a whistle and a foul. So Joseph Jones tagged with the foul. That's his third so far, and that'll send to the line Dalen Love.
Yeah, that's big. He's their leading rebounder right now. Got 4 rebounds, or at least among the leaders. And so we'll see how aggressive Coach Larry Harris wants to be if he wants to go to the bench for Jones.
That free throw won't go, and they've struggled at the line today as well. Here's Reddick. This is the easy lay-in now. Osceola running again in the lane. Puts up the shot. It's no good. Coming back the other way. As the Reddick's shot is knocked away by Love. Back goes Osceola. Left side to Spears. And he'll pull up for 3. Splashes it home.
Thought that both these teams might try to pick up the pace, and we saw it on those possessions there. And finally, Osceola gets it 1 to go from deep from Spears.
Cross court, now back over to Reddick. Reddick has it top of the key. Into the hands of Bullard. Down to 1:07 and counting left here in the first half. Reddick, right side, now cross court, that's over to Beavers. Beavers down to Bullard, and to work the ball into Jones. He'll pull up from 12 feet, knocks it in. 3-point game, 45 seconds to play first half. In the lane goes Osceola's Nimmers, and come out of there with any points. We'll have a whistle, and it'll be Dumas ball.
See if either one of these teams can get a little momentum going into the half. We saw Osceola finally knock down a jumper. Dumas came back and returned the favor. Now we'll see if the Bobcats want to hold it for the final possession, maybe tie this game up heading into intermission.
So here is Tommy Reddick. Bounce pass down low. That's over to Beavers, and that was nice.
Drive, draw the defense, dish, and get the easy finish.
Down to 10 seconds left here in the half, 1-point game. Love is on the right wing. He'll go in the lane, and they're going to call it a block. And the Dumas crowd is not happy because they thought there should have been a travel, but I mean, he essentially blocked his way from getting to the bucket by shuffling his feet. Look right here. I mean, he's sideways, and so you're going to call a block every time on that.
Yeah,
I think.
That's a 50-50 call, but I agree. I mean, they stepped in front and blocked his progress, and Love got the benefit of the call. And good players tend to do that.
Free throws up and no good. Love has not had a good day at the free throw line. He's now 4 of 6. Second one's up and no good as well. And that's going to do it for the first half, where Osceola, they lead Dumas by 1 in the 3A Boys State Championship game, 16-15. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Join us this summer for Blueberry's Clubhouse. We'll see a whole new crop of friends for the very best adventures in Arkansas.
That's phenomenal!
Good work, friends! Blueberries Clubhouse returns this summer, only on Arkansas PBS.
It's natural to be concerned with our kids' safety, but when they're riding the school bus, we shouldn't have to be. Illegally passing a school bus puts our children's lives at risk. That's why Everett is joining area schools to promote the Flashing Red Kids Ahead safety program. School bus safety is everyone's responsibility. Do your part. Always stop when you see the flashing red lights of a school bus. Children's lives depend on it. Remember, flashing red, kids ahead.
Back here at Bank OZK Arena, where Dumas trails Osceola by 16-15. RJ Hawk along with Bobby Swafford. And Bobby, it was a frantic first half. Shooting woes happening for both teams as you look at Dumas, 24%, Osceola 17%. Can't really make it from the three-point line. Just it was a struggle there in the first half.
It's a grind, and we kind of thought it might be, and points in the paint have been at a premium. The 8-4, Dumas has the advantage there. They're running, but they're not getting good looks. They're running the half court, they're not getting good looks. And a lot of that's got to be on the defensive end, and the shots that they have made have been either 3 steps beyond the three-point line or contested jumpers in the paint. We kind of thought this would be a really close contest. You and I thought it'd probably be a little more high scoring as both these teams averaging upwards of 60 points a contest. But hey, they always tell you defense wins championships, and these two teams are playing championship-style defense right now.
Well, it was fun looking to see what kind of halftime adjustments are coming up for the second half. Don't forget, the resident puppet Blueberry is going to be up. It's all sponsored by the Electric Cooperative of Arkansas, right here on Arkansas PBS Sports.
The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
Hey everyone, welcome back inside our studios for the Arkansas PBS Halftime Show, sponsored by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. I'm Ed Leon.
And I'm Julie Thomas. Don't go anywhere. We've got some cool stuff in store for you before the second half.
Julie, when you think of Arkansas PBS, one of the things that first comes to mind is children's programming.
Yep, from Mr. Rogers and Sesame Street to Molly of Denali and Don Quixote, we've always prioritized educational and entertaining content for kids.
And we also feature a children's show that's pure Arkansas, produced right here in our Arkansas PBS studios, Blueberries Clubhouse.
Yes, it's a delightful series about a puppet named Blueberry and the fun adventures she has with her friends at summer camp in Arkansas. Here's a clip from one of their adventures.
Blueberries Clubhouse, Blueberries Clubhouse, Blueberries Clubhouse. Join us in the clubhouse where everyone has a view of all the wonderful things to do.
That makes you the kite runner.
Me? The kite runner. What's a kite runner?
Oh, well, the science of flight is quite an uplifting science.
Any kite can fly as long as it's working with forces. A force is something that will push or pull. Emerson, can you help us show our friends what we mean?
Ready to fly.
Great. So force number 1 is lift, and that is the air that pushes your kite into the sky. Force number 2 is gravity, and that pulls your kite back down to the earth. Force number 3 is drag, and that's what pulls your kite through the wind. Force number 4 is tension, and that's you pulling on the string to keep your kite from flying away.
And all of these work together to make your kite fly.
When you go to fly your kite, remember to get a running start. You want the wind to catch your kite so it will fly high in the air. With all the forces working together, your kite will soar.
As long as you have the forces, you should be ready for liftoff.
Blueberries Clubhouse has won multiple Emmy Awards, and we just wrapped season 3. So look for new episodes in July, and of course you can watch it right now on demand, right, Julie?
Right. You can find our programs wherever you like to watch, on the PBS video app, on our website, or on our YouTube channel. YouTube TV subscribers can find us there too, and of course the way you're watching us right now.
There are so many platforms and so much content. Also making a return in July is our collaboration with the Arkansas Department of Education. It's our 6-week summer learning programming, Rise and Shine. Take a look.
It's time to rise and shine. It's a great day to learn and build and grow. More ways to show off what we know. Let's show 'em science and reading skills, math and art, color wheels. Let's go to class. It's a blast. You're a great student, so we know that you can rise and shine. Get up on your feet. Oh, it's time to rise and shine.
Today, we're going to be visiting the dentist to learn how to floss. Ah, Rippy!
Go to class. It's a blast. You're a great student, so we know that you can rise and shine. Get up on your feet. Oh, it's time to rise and shine.
Rise and Shine is a great way to keep kids learning every day in a fun environment over the summer. Short, entertaining lessons from some of Arkansas's most talented teachers. Plus, students can request power packets so they can follow along at home.
It's such a valuable educational program, and again, it's produced right here in our Arkansas PBS studios for Arkansas students. We take a lot of pride in the quality of these award-winning productions, and we hear from you that they make a big difference.
They really do. You know, we are a partnership. We're in a partnership with you, our viewer. We can't do this without your help, and we'd love for you to be part of our family. Sign up to get exclusive sneak peeks at what's headed your way and information sent right to your inbox. And share your thoughts on what you want more of.
Here's how. Let's go over to Marge Bentley with the Arkansas PBS Foundation. She's going to let you know how to add your voice to the conversation. Marge?
Thanks, Ed. I know we're short on time, so real quick. All we're asking is that you take a moment and go to our website, myarpbs.org/sign up. Give us your email address and join the conversation. And if you love what you're watching, text SPORTS to 501-491-0444 and donate $10 to help us bring you many, many more Arkansas stories. Ed and Julie, back to you.
Thanks, Marge. Well, it's about that time.
We're going to get you back to Bank OZK Arena for the second half, but before we go, let's sign off with one of our original songs from Rise and Shine. Here is Mr. Steve the Music Man with Word Nerd. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.
Here's a little song about the big power of words. There are infinite words for tongue-twisting seekers, chit-chatty speakers and daydreamy readers, for skaters and gamers and kids wearing sneakers, for scribbly writers and courageous leaders.
The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
Welcome back into Bank OZK Arena. It's halftime of the 3A Boys State Championship game, and it is a defensive grind as Osceola leading Dumas 16-15. Let's take a look at the first half stats, and as the score would indicate, not a pretty day shooting for either one of these two teams. Just 10 combined field goals in that first half, 24% for the Bobcats, 17% for the Seminoles. And free throw line, three-point line doesn't seem to matter. Despite the pace, these two teams being pretty clean with the basketball. Just 5 combined turnovers. The rebounds are about even. And this second half should be even as Osceola has made their way to the courts. And Dumas starting to matriculate out of the locker room as well. Not going to get a lot of warm-up shots. May not matter. It's going to be what these two teams do on the defensive end in the second half, who's going to determine a 3A state championship.
Bobby, I tell you what. You know, I love halftimes here at Bank OZK Arena because, you know, the folks at Arkansas PBS did a great job hooking up food arrangements, and the catering companies and Schlotsky's and everybody that helped us out. We just need to say thank you because I got to partake at halftime.
I wouldn't know. I stayed out here.
Yeah, you know what? Well, I had the first game today. Breakfast came a little short this morning, so I went back there. But we're just about setting ready to go here. There's a good look at Mr. Love himself, Dalen Love, as he's getting ready for the second half.
I think Osceola's got to find a way to get him involved. 0 of 5 shooting, 4 of 7 from the foul line. Does have 4 rebounds, but just 4 points. You and I talked about him in the pregame. I think Dalen Love is going to be the reason that either the Osceola Seminoles are winning a state championship or the reason that he's slowed down and Dumas is taking home a crown.
That's right. And look, you've got to think that Michael Reddick, for Dumas, he's got to get going. And we really didn't see much of him in the second quarter. And so you got to see some. And he had 3 fouls. That was mainly why we didn't see much of him in the second quarter. But they got to get him going here in the second half to get this offense rolling for Dumas.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if it's either just one shot to go down, maybe a steal and a breakaway layups. These two teams just really never seem like they settled in offensively. Defense travels. We know that. Doesn't matter where you're playing. Your defense can always be there. And these two teams are playing elite defense right now. But at some point, your offense has got to make a play and break through and make life a little easier on yourself.
So here we're back underway here at Bank OZK Arena. As Dumas has the basketball. Nice cut to the lane, nice pass, and the bucket doesn't go.
Well, the lid is still on it, in case you're wondering.
You got Dumas, you got Osceola defenders and the basket.
The lid is certainly on the cylinder.
Well, the inbound pass going to come through Tommy Reddick. Give it off to Michael Reddick with 7:30 and counting here in the third quarter. Osceola versus Dumas here at Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs. Here's Reddick and a nice putback. He missed on the first time, got the rebound and the putback, and that puts Dumas out on top 17-16.
Second chance points, not really anything to write home about. Each team had 2 in the first half, but a big stick back there for the Bobcats.
Love has it down the corner. And we've got a whistle and a double dribble.
Yep. Love didn't handle the pass and had to use a dribble to corral it, then tried to put it on the deck. That's frowned upon and a turnover. Just 3 turnovers aside, though. Really clean first half in that category. Just the offensive woes are all been in the shooting field.
Reddick with the basketball. To the left side, to the hands of Billy Reddick. Now cross court, back over to Michael Reddick. Reddick in the lane, lost the handle on it. But right there to bring it back in was Beavers, and they reset. Now Reddick in the lane, floater, and it goes. Got the soft touch and the roll.
Nice job by Reddick just to get in the middle of the defense to get a jump stop, not go out of control where they can take a charge. Hits the runner in the lane.
A whistle and a foul. Foul was before the shot. And the foul was to go against Osceola's, Dumas's Billy Reddick. Here's the inbound pass, missed the shot, put back, didn't go. Now Dumas has it.
We got numbers.
Backside, David.
Here's Reddick with a shot put up off balance. No good. Osceola runs, but it was taken away. But it had 2 Dumas players take each other out. Now the ball's going to go out of bounds, and Love was not ready for it. It went right off of him and out of bounds.
Bodies are flying everywhere. The basketball's going out of control. They're doing anything they can to jump spark their offense on both sides.
5:26 left here in the third quarter. 19-16, Dumas on top. basketball is Michael Reddick in the lane. Nice pass. Put up the shot. It's good.
Nice job in the air, and Osceola's got to take a timeout as Dumas has scored the first 6 of this half, and their crowd's into it. But you see, even driving to the lane, it looks like he's got a wide open layup, but he's got a double pump to get that one off the window. Defense came, great job to close out by Reddick. The Bobcat faithful feeling it.
Great pass right there. And 5-point game, 21-16. We knew this would be a back and forth affair, and it just seems to me, Bobby, that Dumas has come out a little bit re-energized here in the second half.
Yeah, they got some momentum going late in that first half. They got the 3 to go, starting to settle down. They're also being more aggressive. They're attacking the basket. They're not shying away from the Osceola size advantage. They're just going to go play in the rim, play at the paint, and they've got a couple shots to fall, and they've got the momentum.
Well, folks are starting to feel it here at Bank OZK Arena as I don't know who was more amped up about that last run, the Dumas fans or head coach Larry Harris. He came over, gave a big Tiger Woods fist bump after that timeout was called.
One of these games are so tight, and it seems like 1 or 2 possessions may decide it. A 6-0 run to start the second half could be the ultimate deciding factor. Of course, they got to do it on the other end because Osceola is 27-4 on the season. They got plenty of swings left in them.
Osceola with the basketball. 5 to play here in the third. There's a deep three-point shot that does not go as Terrence Nimmers put that one up. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Osceola.
Love battling 2 players there, and that's where you see the size advantage. He was going to pull that rebound down. And Dumas, luckily that was deflected out of bounds.
Another deep 3. This time that was by Jerry Long. It doesn't go, and now Reddick's got it for Dumas. Reddick in the lane over the left side for Reddick, and it doesn't go. He left it short. Now it's stolen away by Michael Reddick. He puts up a shot. It goes.
Got to settle down if you're Osceola, but a great job defensively by Reddick. Didn't allow the missed bucket to affect him. Gets the steal in the backcourt. Got a chance for the old school 3-point play.
Boy, he just took the ball away on that steal. Just basically took it away from him, went up with the shot. So Michael Reddick to try to make this a 3-point play. And he does.
9-0 run to start the half. Osceola has scored 6 points since the end of the first quarter.
Here's Osceola with Nimmers. Trying to find Love down low. Got Spears, finds Love. Goes up with the left hand, he's got it! Got the foul, and he'll head to the free throw line to shoot 1.
That's how you stop a run, RJ. You just go inside to your workhorse. Love established position right in the middle of the lane. He absorbs the contact, finishes strong, got a chance for a 3-point play on the other end.
Shots in the air and good. .405 and counting. It's 24-19, Dumas on top. Tommy Reddick with the basketball, goes over to Michael Reddick.
That man got 3 fouls on him.
Reddick drives the lane, has a floater, doesn't go. Rebounds pulled in by Osceola, working quickly in the front court. Going up with a shot, it's no good, he's fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
It's a great job by Osceola to get the run out. Nimmers gets out in front of everybody else. They hit him on the outlet, can't convert in the lane, but he's got a chance to chip into this Bobcat lead even more as we hit the media timeout.
3:41 to play here in the third. Dumas leads Osceola 24-19. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Broadcast of this championship game is made possible by
the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville share the mission of Arkansas PBS to enrich and empower all Arkansans. Community, dignity, respect. That's what Me Banking is all about. More at mebanking.com.
You want to watch this game over and over? All you got to do is buy a copy. Go to mmproductions.net and place your order. You want yesterday's games, Thursday's games? You want tonight's games? You can't order it right now, but you can order it after tonight. Can't order it in the future.
And they also have digital downloads.
Bingo.
I confirmed that because I've made a point over the state championships. I don't have a DVD player. So I was like, I need something to digitally get. Mason and Matt both said, you know what, we'll hook you up. So back to action here in Hot Springs, 24-19. Dumas leads Osceola. As Nimmer's free throw's up and good. Nimmer's now 2 for 3 at the free throw line today.
I like what they did there, Osceola, that got Nimmers to the foul line. He's way off to the right side of the free throw line, by the way. But try to get it right out, try to get an easy bucket.
He's playing the curve.
I mean, he was almost at the elbow.
Yeah, he really was. Here's the ball in the front court as they go cross court with it. Reddick off the glass, no good. Rebounds pulled in and knocked out of bounds. Love's going to retain possession for Osceola.
Yeah, everybody, I guess, assumes you have to stand in the middle of the free throw line. But
yeah,
I mean, he was a good 2 steps to the right there.
You literally can go from any point of that free throw line to shoot. It's just most people.
You don't see it very often. Because they always, of course, there's a nail for those who never played basketball. There's a nail in the middle of the floor that shows you where the exact middle is, and most people kind of line up on that.
Ball goes out of bounds, and it goes with Dumas. I think I would line up a little bit off center.
It's whatever's comfortable for you. Makes sense.
I'd get a different look at it.
I've seen a lot of players maybe line up a step behind the free throw line, make it a 16-foot foul shot.
And now we've got a whistle and foul as Reddick got tangled up with Love. And
just being aggressive here. Nice hesitation move there by Reddick. Try to split the double team.
That was on the floor.
Ball out of bounds.
Thought he was going to get foul shots. Now checking in for Osceola is Travis Cody. He'll check in for Richard High.
Oh, nice heads up.
There's the inbound play to Reddick. He's fouled as he goes up. And now he'll head to the free throw line to shoot.
The defensive player turned his back to him, so Reddick just threw it off his back. Here it is. Good look at it. Comes in, establishes himself, goes right at the rim, gets to the foul line.
He's got a high basketball IQ, and he's shown it. He didn't get to play that much of that first half, but he's trying to make up for it here.
Starting to see that play a little more often. That defenders are trying to sag off, and the basketball IQ is starting to get higher and higher at every level. They turn their back, why not throw it against them?
26-21. Osceola with the ball. Love down the right corner. Here's a deep three, and he splashes it home.
Nimmers has unlimited range, and he's not afraid to show it off. That one a good 3 steps beyond the college line.
Working in is Reddick, and he had it stolen away. Working back the other way is Long. In the lane, floater, doesn't go. Pulling down the rebound is Tommy Reddick.
Those are the buckets that's plagued Osceola. Finally got back over 20%, but little runner in the lane, couldn't get it to fall.
Reddick's got the ball, and he lost the handle on it. Now it's going to be taken by Long again into the front court. Working right side. That's into the hands of Cody. Travis Cody gives it off. That's over to Jerry Long. Now to Love in the left corner. Spin move, baseline, off the glass and good.
What a move by Love. Got the defender going to the middle of the floor, spins at baseline, and we're tied again.
And here's a steal, this time by Cody. He'll give it off over to Nimmers, and he tried to find Love, and it went out of bounds.
I was trying to do too much there. The Osceola crowd have been pretty quiet this second half, but this is a big run. 6-0 over the last minute plus. Taking advantage of a shooting drought for the Bobcats.
Tie ball game at 26, a minute 47 and counting. Here's Reddick. Gonna take it left side, in the lane, pulls up, blocked. And it's gonna be taken on a 1-out. Here's Long, off the glass, they take the lead.
Nice job, great defense on the offense. Dumas trying to do a little too much. 8-0 run for the Seminoles.
117, and now we've got a whistle and a foul.
Wave off the basket, saying this happened on the floor. And get Love the smart foul. Well, that's his third.
So Love's going to head to the bench. And here's the inbound pass. That's the Beavers. He puts up the shot, no good. Jones is right there for the putback.
Joseph Jones in the right spot, battling down low for the rebound and the putback. Tied again.
Nimmers goes cross court to Long. Now they swing it around to Cody. Under a minute to play here in the third. 3-point attempt. Off the front of the iron, no good. Ball's on the floor. Coming up with it. Nice save by Osceola as Long's got it. Here's another 3-point attempt. It's no good. Back with it is Nimmers in the lane. He's fouled and he'll head to the free throw line.
It's a great job by Nimmers. He misses the three-pointer. He gets it back, just attacks the basket. Gets himself back to the stripe. Things are getting physical. Down low.
So at the free throw line is Terrence Nimmers. He's 2 for 3 at the line.
That time he lined up with the dot and literally shuffled over.
Like a kicker.
I don't know if we can get a straight on shot at him. You can see where the center of the lane is. I mean, he takes a good 2 steps to the right.
I mean, he's off center right there.
And this time he's inching back towards the middle. It's like he's walking it in.
Yeah. Well, here's the inbound. If you're Dumas, you just try to hold off and get the last shot in the quarter.
That's what they're going to do. 20 seconds to play. Trailing by 1. About 10 to 12, they'll go to work.
29-28, down to 10 seconds. Here's Reddick in the lane, floater, leaves it short. Pulled in this time. As they go coast to coast, it's Terrence Nimmers. He has come up huge here in the third quarter.
That's twice Nimmers got a run out. Dumas not getting back defensively. Easy lay-in before the horn. Seminoles up 3, heading to the fourth.
31-28 Osceola. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first, by empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charities, education, and exceptional service. Because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Thanks, George. Appreciate it. At Big Red Stores, we're always proud to sponsor, support, and partner up with many events and activities throughout the community. Among them, high school championships throughout the state of Arkansas. At Big Red Stores, our team members are always ready to assist you to make your visit with us a pleasant one. And at Big Red Stores, we recognize that none of our support or ability to serve the community is possible without you. That's why at Big Red Stores, you're always the MVP of the Big Red team. Big Red Stores, now more convenient than ever.
A lot of basketball left to be played today. Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, the 4A Girls State Championship game right here on Arkansas PBS. Farmington versus Nashville. That one should be a dandy.
Two opposite ends of the state. I mean, you got South Arkansas taking on Northwest Arkansas.
Farmington led by a Razorback commit, Jenna Lawrence. Nashville got a big win in the semis.
Here's a steal by Dumas. Working quickly as Haynes off the glass, misses it. Rebounds taken by Osceola. Working fast as Bullard in the lane, up and under, gets his own rebound. Gomez goes back up with the left hand and good.
A big run here for Osceola. They answer back. And defense is creating extra opportunities for their offense.
And Reddick went out of bounds. That time it was Tommy Reddick who had the basketball. He stepped on the out of bounds line.
Flashback to that third quarter. Dumas scored the first 9 points. And since that point, it's 17-4 run for the Seminoles.
With the basketball is Spears. They work it right side to Nimmers. He's on the wing. Back over to Long. Working in the lane. Cross court. That's out to Long in the lane. Nice dump and the dunk. How about that? Coming up with A.J. Harris with a left hand.
A great job to drive in the lane, bring the defense, and the one-handed flush.
And here's a steal by Osceola. Right side goes Long. Shot goes, and the foul's called.
Seminoles defense is turning up the pressure, and their crowd has gotten into it. And the Seminoles are trying to run away with this.
It was a 1-point game going into the start of the fourth, and they've grown that to a 9-point lead. All in the matter of about a minute. And now we've got a timeout charge to Dumas.
It's amazing how quickly a game can turn based on the way you're playing on the defensive side of the floor. And the tomahawk chop has started. Osceola's can't say enough about how well they're playing defensively. And you knew it at some point. Something's got to break, something's got to give. When the points off turnover starting to creep up there. And that's why they've got a chance to go up 10 if they can convert this three-point play out of the timeout.
They really stepped up their defensive pressure coming out of the locker room, that being Osceola. They didn't start so hot offensively out of the locker room, but defensively they really turned that up.
Yep, and that's something they're going to hang their hat on. You ask Vernon Wilson, they're going to win games. And today they're hoping to win a championship by the way they play defense, and they're certainly looking like it right now.
6:52 to play here in the ball game. Osceola 37, Dumas 28. I will say this. If you've been keeping up and you see that it's a 9-point game, I wouldn't go anywhere because that could go away very, very fast.
As we've seen in the first minute and 8 seconds of this third quarter, a lot can happen.
So at the free throw line for Osceola is going to be Jerry Long. Free throw's good. Makes it a 10-point game. Inbound pass comes into Billy Reddick. Working quickly goes Dumas, and it gets a nice roll by Derek Lee.
Good answer there. Now the Bobcats going to turn on the full court pressure.
Working back right side is Spears, and the ball gets deflected out of bounds. Checking in the ball game for Osceola is going to be Dalen Love.
Maybe the most impressive part of that run for Osceola is they did a lot of it with Love on the bench.
Yeah. So here is Nimmers with the basketball. Gonna hold it in front of the scorer's table. Works it right side into the hands of Spears. Spears will pull up from 12 feet, no good. Rebounds taken in by Osceola as Jerry Long was right there to go back up, and he was fouled.
It's actually a really nice job there by Dumas on the box out, but nobody went and got the basketball. There was nobody there for Dumas to because of the box out. Got to go out and close out, get it. Instead, it's going to bring Long to the foul line.
Well, Jerry Long is 2 for 3 on the day. Make it 3 to 4. Second shot, ball is going to go out of bounds. I was looking over at the Osceola coach, Vernon Wilson. He got so excited a little bit ago, he busted a button on his sleeve. And so he was trying to fix it and realized there was no button there. There's a button down.
Missing a button or a cuff link, one or the other. If you find it, you know a coach who's looking for one.
Dumas with the basketball. Pass right side. Derek Lee, ball goes out of bounds.
He's trying to do something with the basketball before he secured possession of it. 10th turnover of the game there on the Bobcats.
Very Long is going to get the ball over to Nimmers. Down court pass, working quickly as he traveled with the ball. That time Cassidy Bullard had it. He traveled before he went to the basket. Inbound pass comes out to Lee. Lost the handle on it. Ball goes out of bounds. They're trying to call a timeout. Did they get it? I don't think they did.
I think they're going to say he didn't have possession of it or he's on the line already. So he doesn't get the timeout call. No turnover. And Dumas has it in the backcourt. Yeah, it might have been out of bounds before he secured possession. Good call.
Inbound pass comes to Beavers. Back over out to Reddick. Full court press by the Seminoles has been tough. They finally get in the front court. Over to Reddick in the paint. Floater in the lane. No good. Blocking foul.
That's going to be big. That call is going to be the 4th foul on Love. He's had the battle foul trouble for a lot of this contest. We'll see if they want to let him stay out there with 4 or they go to the bench.
Michael Reddick is at the free throw line. So far today, he's got 12 points and he's 4 of 5 from the free throw line.
He was set, just doesn't get the call.
Free throw's good. Takes it down to an 8-point game. Love comes out, checking in for Osceola's A.J. Harris. Second one's no good. Ball goes out of bounds. And it will go with Osceola.
Tough break there, Derek Lee. Got around and got position for that offensive rebound and watched it go right through his hands and out of bounds.
There's a pass inside, off the glass, no good. We've got a whistle and basket interference.
That one might have bounced back in. Anytime you got that opportunity, you're looking for that highlight reel putback. That time it cost him.
Cassidy Bullard, who just got a little too high that time, pulled on the rim. Here's Reddick. Nice lane, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounds pulled in by Osceola. Working fast and too fast because he threw it out of bounds.
He's trying to go a little too much. Osceola showing they're going to try to sneak somebody out. Did it right there. That's the outlet pass. A little too much juice on it. Goes right into the Osceola cheerleaders.
The basketball for Dumas is Billy Reddick. Give it off to Michael Reddick. Under 4:42 and counting here in this one. 8-point game for Osceola. And throw it right side, too tall.
Just trying to do too much, and that's what defensive pressure is going to do. Had just 3 turnovers in the first half, 8 here in the second. And they're down 8.
All working quickly goes Spears. Spears spin move in the lane, puts in the shot, blocked away. And coming up to get it is Bullard. They swing it right side to Nimmers. Nimmers back left to Long. Back to Spears, down low, finds Harris. He's able to bounce it off the glass.
Great job, penetrating dish. Nimmers has knocked down a couple shots, so they have to respect him from the outside. That allows the easy driving lane.
Reddick for three, knocks it in.
Big shot there. Felt like this one was starting to get away a little bit from the Bobcats. They take the timeout.
Look at that, only 3 3-pointers so far for Osceola, 2 for Dumas.
2 of 9 from deep, but that one comes at a crucial time for the Bobcats. 4:02 left, and now you've got a chance to set your defense. Maybe throw a wrinkle at Osceola hasn't seen yet today. Create some defense that'll give you a few extra easy buckets.
.402 to play in this one. 7-point game. Don't forget, we'll have more basketball action tonight, as it'll be the girls' game, the 4A game, starting at 6 o'clock right here on Arkansas PBS. And then the much anticipated ball game at 7:45. It's the 4A boys game between Magnolia and Blytheville.
See a couple Razorback commits tonight. One in the girls' game, one in the guys' game. Of course, a whole lot of talented players to go along with those.
Let's say there's a lot of talent in both those games. There's Love in the front court. Nice cutter in the lane. Throws up a shot. No good. Dumas comes down with a rebound.
Yeah, a little too aggressive there for Osceola. 7-point lead. You like to see a better shot.
Going up as Reddick has that one blocked away. And Love carried the basketball. And that'll take us to a media timeout. 3:41 to play. Osceola, they lead at 41-34. You're watching the Centennial Bank Basketball State Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
It's natural to be concerned with our kids' safety, but when they're riding the school bus, we shouldn't have to be. Illegally passing a school bus puts our children's lives at risk. That's why Everett is joining area schools to promote the Flashing Red Kids Ahead safety program. School bus safety is everyone's responsibility. Do your part. Always stop when you see the flashing red lights of a school bus. Children's lives depend on it. Remember, flashing red, kids ahead.
Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. Let me see it bounce, 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 bounce.
If you love watching the high school championship games televised, please consider making a gift of a donation to Arkansas PBS today.
Okay, the final media timeout's over. We've got 3:41 to play in this one, and then we can crown a 3A state champion. With the basketball for Dumas is Beavers, and there's a three-point attempt, and he knocks it down. That was Derek Lee. Big time shot. It's a 4-point game.
Dumas had really struggled from the outside, but back-to-back triples got them right back in the contest.
Now here's a three for Osceola, and they answer. That time it was Tony McNeil who answers.
First time we've seen McNeil's name or heard his name called in a while. A big three-pointer. We got a foul out on the perimeter. It's amazing how these two teams are just struggling from the field, and all of a sudden fourth quarter rolls around, they start knocking them down.
Inbound pass comes to Beavers and then given off to Reddick. Reddick in the lane with the left hand, doesn't go. Love has the run out in the lane with the right hand, doesn't go. And coming down with it for Dumas is Lee. Gives it off to Reddick with the right hand, high off the glass, it's good.
Reddick absorbs the contact, pace is picking up.
Ball's gonna go out of bounds, it's gonna stay with Osceola.
Great play by Westmore to our right. The handles. Get that man a uniform.
2:40 and counting, 44-39. Jerry Long with the basketball. Long works around a screen, offensive foul.
Yeah, didn't get set. It's a moving screen. Got to be smarter than that with a 5-point lead in the fourth.
You can kind of see that one coming too. I mean, you know how you can almost predict the future. You see a guy walking up, you know, okay, this is not going to be good, and sure enough.
That's 4 now on A.J. Harris. That's a big offensive foul. Not only it's a turnover, that puts him in serious foul trouble.
So here is Reddick.
Aggressive as these two teams are, RJ. You got to pay attention. They're both in the bonus.
There's a three-point attempt. No good that time by Derek Lee. We've got a whistle and a foul.
Just like that, we're going to walk to the other end. Osceola going to be at the foul line for the 1-and-1.
So at the free throw line for Osceola, it's going to be Jerry Long. Long on the day is 3 of 5. By far the best free throw shooter outside of Nimmers. Shots good when I say that. Love 6 of 9, so got a couple good ones.
13 of 20 now from the stripe. The Seminoles, other side, 6 of 11 for Dumas. Two big ones.
Got the second one to roll, and we are under 2 minutes to play in the 3A championship. Here's Reddick in the lane, no good.
Trying to do too much, he went 1-on-3 there.
Love's got it. Hands it off to Long. Looks around the defender, puts up the shot, and he's fouled.
Dumas trying to turn up the pressure and left the driving lane wide open in the middle of the paint. He took advantage.
Oh, back at the free throw line is Jerry Long for Osceola. First free throw's good.
If you're Dumas, there's plenty of time left, still over 100 seconds on the clock, so you can attack the basket. Don't have to settle for threes.
100 seconds. That one's good as well.
I'm a math guy.
Yeah, good. Guys like me go, it's 1:41 left.
101 seconds.
So, checking back in the ball game for Dumas, Billy Reddick. Here's the inbound to Haynes. Back over to Reddick in the front court. Gives it off out to Michael Reddick. Bounce pass left side to Derek Lee. Lee drives baseline. Nice cut in the lane. And Tommy Reddick will get fouled, and so he'll head to the free throw line to shoot.
It's good ball movement. Nice aggressive take to the rim. And get themselves to the foul line.
And that's 5 fouls.
A.J. Harris. 6 rebounds, 4 points as he exits the contest.
You know, Love's got 4 personal fouls. He throws up and no good. No good as well. Love comes down with the rebound.
Now if you're Dumas, you got to start asking the question, when do we foul? Trying to make Osceola ice the game at the foul line. And the Seminoles are going to pull it out, try to work some clock.
And the ball was deflected and saved all the way back to Love. Right side, easy bucket. That's Spears who laid it off.
Largest lead of the contest as we hit the final minute.
Working quickly, Ball's underneath the bucket, doesn't go. Down to 52 seconds. And that one's stolen away by Derek Lee. He lays it off the glass. That makes it a 9-point game with 38.9 seconds, and it's going to be a full timeout charged to Dumas.
Bobcats not giving it up. They're going to have to go for the immediate steal here and give up the quick foul and hope the Seminoles miss free throws down the stretch.
I mean, do you fault them, Bobby, for not fouling? I mean, they were playing pretty good defense. They got a couple balls swatted away that one of them didn't turn into a turnover, the other one did. But do you fault them for not prolonging this thing a little bit?
If you're down 11 before that bucket, they've hit 16 of 23 free throws. They've done a nice job. Maybe you try to play it out, get an early turnover like that. Then if you get it, then you take the timeout and start giving up the fouls. Dumas has just got one timeout left, though, so the number of times they can stop the clock is certainly going to play against them.
So both teams starting to make their way back on the court. Osceola is going to inbound it from the left of the bucket.
Dangerous pass there.
And it's on the back left side to Nimmers. And Nimmers was fouled. He'll head to the free throw line with 32 seconds remaining.
Nimmers hit a couple big threes. If you think back to it, it really sparked this Osceola offense and got them off the schneid, because that first half, the shooting percentages were not pretty.
So it's a 10-point game. We'll make it 11 right here. And he does.
Nice night for Nimmers, 13 points.
3-point attempt, no good, gets his own rebound. Puts up the shot, it's good. And the foul committed that time by Joseph Jones. So at the free throw line is going to be Tony McNeil. And he misses the free throw.
They've done a nice job at the stripe, though. 18 of 26, right below 70%. That's a winning recipe.
Here comes Dumas. Just inside the three-point line. They get their own rebound down to 6 seconds. Here's another three. It's no good, and that's going to do it. Osceola is your 3A state champion, 52-43. The Seminoles are celebrating, and this one is going to be heard around the state all the way back to Northeast Arkansas.
You see the emotion there for Vernon Wilson, the head coach. A gutsy performance. It was not pretty, RJ. These two teams slugged it out from the first half. Finally got the offense going, and the Seminoles had the big run in the second half when it mattered most. And they're your 3A state champs.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we will have trophy presentations and MVPs joining us here at our broadcast position. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
This month on Arkansas PBS. Meandering through the southern half of Arkansas, Bayou Bartholomew holds the distinction of being the longest bayou in the world.
Consumer DNA testing, used by millions, but the results can be life-changing.
From outwitting rattlesnakes to aerial feats, cast of cheeky characters will reveal the secret to squirrel's success.
Only on Arkansas PBS.
This final block, that was they weren't, look, give it up for Dumas. Dumas wasn't gonna allow a final dunk to end the ball game, but hey, look, both these teams played great basketball. It was a fun game. I mean, shooting wise, you know, Dumas shot the ball 31%, Osceola 32. It was a very competitive game, and
the atmosphere was amazing.
Yeah.
These two crowds, these two communities, they sold out for today. And it's just at the end of the day, Osceola, their defense, they created turnovers in the second half. You look at it, they forced 8 in the second half and led to some easy buckets.
That's right. And, you know, we're going to hear our MVP here in a moment. Who would you give your MVP to right now?
I mean, you look at it and the way this game played out. I mean, honestly, Nimmers to me, because the 2 threes that he hit, he finished with 13 points. It was not the flashiest numbers, just the 1 assist, had 5 rebounds, but those threes came at huge moments in this contest. Shot them back into the game, and his bucket seemed to take the lid off of it for the Seminoles. So based on today, of course, at the state tournament award, not just today, based on today, I would give it to Nimmers.
Well, and look, the play of Jerry Long in this game, he had 16 points, 4 rebounds. I really think that, you know, even when they were struggling early on in this ball game, he kind of tried to hold the glue together and did a great job with this team. Let's look over some final stats for this ball game. As we talked about, Dumas 17 of 55, shooting for 31%. As for Osceola, 15 of 47 for 31% from three-point range. 4 of 14 in threes for Osceola, and then 3 of 13 for Dumas. And there you see it, the trophy presentation for Osceola. They've been awarded the championship trophy, and now we find out the MVP after they get this picture. Going back to some stats, free throw line, 6 of 13 for Dumas for 46%. How about this? Osceola went to the line 27 times.
Yeah.
18 of 27 for 67%. There were 23 total turnovers between the two teams, 10 for Dumas and 13 for Osceola. And then total rebounds went to Osceola, 43-34.
Yeah, you mentioned the free throws there, and some of those came at the end of the game as Dumas was trying to prolong it. But it's the aggressiveness. They were the more aggressive team in the second half. As Jerry Long's about to get his MVP announcement.
Yeah, Jerry Long is named your MVP of the state tournament, so we will get him over here.
7 of 9 at the foul line for Jerry Long, 4 rebounds with the 4 steals that he had, that defensive end. And we're going to hear from the coach and his crew coming up in just a minute, but we're going to talk to them. Their defense, it was something else. I mean, it's intense. You could tell they grinded out in practice. And for moments like this, they got themselves a title.
So Vernon Wilson is about to make his way over to our broadcast position. And as he makes his way over, we'll talk with him.
Over here. Here you go, Coach. Right over here.
Come on over here.
We got to stand. We got to stand.
Coach says he's exhausted. Coach, congratulations on the win. And, you know, we were talking to, it was kind of a sloppy start to this ball game, but your defense really played outstanding in this game.
All year long, we hang our hat on defense. I'm looking at that number right there, that 43 number. That's where we want to keep teams, around 40, and we believe we can win a lot of games like that.
You knew it was going to be physical, grinded out. I think you blew a button or a cuff link on your sleeve. It was that type of game. Bring your lunch pail because there was going to be no easy buckets to be had.
Well, you know, I knew it was going to be like this. You know, he went up, 5 at one point. You can't never give up. The way we play, we can turn that swing, that momentum right back. We saw that happen. The pressure took its toll tonight. We always say second half is ours because we're going to play 10 to 11 guys, and it paid off tonight.
What'd you tell your guys at halftime? Because it seemed like they came out as the aggressor to start the second half, but you guys really honed in on that defense. What'd you tell them at halftime?
I told them we wasn't pressuring the ball right. We wasn't trapping in the backcourt. We have to trap in the backcourt in the second half because we didn't do it in the first half, and it's going to create some turnovers. We saw them turn it over, and we got some easy buckets and some runouts out of that.
I saw some emotion there from you after the game. What's this title mean?
Man, if you know what we've put up with all this year, coronavirus, just a lot of other adversity, man, these kids are so mentally tough. And I tell them life is going to be tough. You got to stay the course. Man, you know, we couldn't play in 2020. I wear my ring every day from 2020 because I wanted to coach on this floor. And I dedicated this season to my mom. She passed 2 years ago. She saw me make it to the finals, but she didn't see me coach. And I'm just glad we can get it done in her memory.
Well, Coach, congratulations. I love seeing stories like yours out here, and your team was so much fun to watch. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
That is Osceola coach Vernon Wilson as his team wins the state championship. And I guess so. Our MVP, he went down and he's celebrating with other folks. So we'll, if we get him, we get him. If not, Bobby, some final thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, he's right. I mean, I almost forgot. You know, that seems like the 2020 seemed like a long time ago. They didn't get the chance to play down here.
Yeah.
And for a coach who you spend your entire life, you know, committing it to it, like to try to win a championship on the floor, it's pretty special for them to get that opportunity to come down here and compete, play well in the second half, make the big plays, make the big defensive stops when you need to, and earn themselves a championship.
Well, our MVP, Jerry Long, is making his way over here. And Jerry, I tell you, everybody wants to talk to you right now. You know, we were talking about it was kind of a slow start for you guys to start this ball game, but you guys really ratcheted up the defense as this game went along. Just talk about that defense.
Well, Coach, we practiced all year, man pressure. Coach want pressure, and it paid off. Run a lot down in practice, just pressure.
You guys gave up 6 points to start the third quarter. They jumped out to a 6 or 7 point lead. What was the thought process? What did you hear from your coach that led to that big run to close it?
Keep your head up, keep pressure. Game ain't over too much time.
Were you worried a little bit in that second half when they made that run early on? I think they went up by 5 or so and really started to become the aggressors in the second half. Were you a little bit worried to go, the momentum shifting a little bit?
Nah, I wasn't worried. I knew basketball a game of run. You're going to have times like that. Just got to keep pushing.
Yeah, you guys didn't get to play in the championship game a couple years ago because of the COVID year. What's it mean to come out here and win one on the floor?
Feel good. You ain't got to split no time with nobody. Sure rings. Feel good to coming out with no one.
Jerry, man, congratulations. Enjoy this championship.
Appreciate you.
Congratulations.
You don't have to share anything with anybody. I mean,
I earned it today.
I love it, man. He's like, you know what? I don't want to share anything with anybody. This is all us. Give me your final thoughts.
Really, kind of what we expected. They're going to grind it out. I'd heard the number was 40. They wanted to hold Dumas to 40 points, and they did it. When the adversity was against them, they gave up that big 6-0 run to start the half. The Dumas crowd was going nuts. Yeah. Osceola took that blow, came out with a run of their own, and issued a knockout blow there in the fourth.
Would you say that was probably the loudest crowd that we've had all weekend?
No doubt. I mean, it's the best atmosphere, and unfortunately it's probably going to get topped by tonight because it's a sold-out crowd. It's going to be nutty in here, but that right there was the perfect atmosphere and why I love having it in Hot Springs.
It's a lot of fun. Hey, we've got another session of basketball. It all starts at 6 o'clock right here at Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs. It'll be the 4A girls and then the 4A boys, and you can watch all that right here on Arkansas PBS Sports. So for Bobby Swafford, everybody back in the truck, clicking and ticking, I'm RJ Hawk. Your final score, Osceola 52, Dumas 43. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.